What is up, YouTube? My name is David Lee, and you're watching AsianWithCards, and we got
Sean Kiley.
Sean Kiley. Awesome. And what deck is this?
This is Diva Hero Zombies.
Awesome. Let's do the deck breakdown, then we'll do an analysis after.
Sounds good. It's pretty similar to the JKXO list. He's been topping a lot on Format Library. Got to meet him this summer. He's a nice guy. Shout out Jake. All right.
Shout outs to Jake.
It's 3 of these.
No shocker.
Yeah.
What? No
This
shocker.
is 4 heroes.
4 heroes?
And then it's the standard 9 zombies.
Yes.
This is all super standard.
Yes.
Play it every time. No Gilman is also standard. It's a bad card to draw.
Yes.
And making a Cataster is not that important in this deck. You
Right.
really want one of your turtles to float into a zombie, or I'm also on a little bit of extra acceleration for the Mally plays. So it's good enough at just these. You don't need the Gilman. Should I leave it all out?
No, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So that's this. The last 5 monsters are also somewhat standard.
Yes.
I'm on 1 Caius, which I know is kind of like
Why?
icky. Well, normal summons are really tight in this deck. You don't want to be on too many. Like, I wanted to add in this card because I thought it was playing really well recently. And people are kind of putting in Card Trooper, and it kind of helps you start, whereas Caius doesn't help you start. It's good going second, attacking into set monsters.
Yep.
Even if it gets deprisoned, or they use cards on it,
Right.
it's still getting you multiple cards deeper in the deck. And in a deck that wants to pull off like the strong hero plays with Miracle Fusion.
Yep.
I want to be on more copies of Miracle Fusion basically, and I felt like this enabled that.
What's the last monster?
The last monster is Trag.
No Gores.
No Gores. No Gores. I like being proactive with my cards, and I feel like Trag gives me that ability of attack into a monster with a recruiter, special Trag, attack over stuff, whereas Gores is it's incredibly reactive, and I found with the side deck being a bunch of kind of floodgatey stuff coming in games 2 and 3, the Gores was just always coming out.
Right.
Obviously, you're not keeping Trag in if you're putting in something like Skill Drain. Although I guess for Lightsworn, you probably still do. I don't know. I guess I kind of still do sometimes.
Right.
Never mind. But that's this, and also people are going to play around Gores regardless of whether it's in your deck.
Right.
So I figured having Trag was kind of the nice thing that they're not playing around. You have a bunch of different levels that you can moderate as well. 6s, 2s, 4s.
Can we close that? Okay.
21 monsters. All right, spells.
Hey guys, thank you guys for picking up. We found doing another one about 3 to 4 months.
So for the spells, I started with these 2. Obviously, you're going to play this, but I wanted another card of acceleration. I wanted to be able to get into the Mally or the Mizuki or the Plague. Those are the 3 main targets for this. Every once in a while, it'll be a Diva.
Yep.
So that you can activate one of these. But I wanted just a little bit more proactive accelerating of my plays, right? Get my shit in the graveyard, use it quickly, make a Stardust as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
Especially in games 2 and 3 where I'm putting in, again, I hinted that I'm putting in floodgates, so it's really good to have a Stardust and a floodgate.
Right.
This, I think, helps set that up. 2 Miracle. Some lists play 2, some lists play 1, some lists play the Book of Life and the Call of the Haunted. I think 2 Miracle is the biggest payoff, so I wanted 2. Would do it again. And then some pretty standard stuff: Allure, Rhoda, Mind Con, Brain Con. And it's too heavy.
Yep.
Not a lot to say here.
Yep. Typical.
Yep. I went with 9 traps for a 40 card main. So Solemn, Trap Dust Shoot, Air Force, Torrential, Dust Tornado, and then 2 Bottomless and Call. In return, wanted an extra bomb with the Call the Haunted. I felt like it was marginally better now that Card Trooper was in the deck as well. Kind of it acts like a Legacy of Yada Horacio if it gets MST'd after Card Trooper's been used. And then obviously it's good with Goblin Zombie, and you can just use it to grab a tuner. You can use it to start your play. Wouldn't change anything this as well. I know a lot of people kind of flip-flop on this, but it just does everything. It can push through your play. This sealed me 2 or 3 games, and then you can use it on if you don't win, then you can stop Caius, you can stop brain control, that kind of thing. Big fan. All right, that's the main.
Yep.
I guess let's just do extra real quick.
Yep.
Okay, the extra is these are through the 6s. I didn't play an extra level 6. I know a lot of zombie lists are on like Gaia or Flamvel. I didn't do that because I was on Cyber Dragon on the side, so I opted to play this instead. I don't know. I don't know if I would do it the same or not.
Indifferent?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'd kind of have to look into it more. Like, this didn't come up, but also the extra 6 didn't come up.
Yes.
There's Black Rose. It also didn't come up. It sometimes comes up, but it didn't today. Colossal, Thought Ruler, Dark End, Stardust, and then just 3 fusions. A token. These are super standard. Even with 2 Miracle and 1 Future Fusion, you never make the 3rd. And then this card is actually really good. You can use it as a Future Fusion target. You can send a Stratos, send a Mizuki. It's also level 6, so sometimes you'll Miracle Fusion into it, and it'll come out a 6, and then you can Synchro with it with a 2, level 2 tuner. So the plays are kind of cute. Yeah, I think you need all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Chimera Tech's maybe the one flex spot. For the side, I went with a couple of different like floodgatey strategies.
Yep.
This was for Blackwings, although those didn't really work for me today. The one
Who is that Blackwing guy?
the one Blackwing I played against, game 1, he kills me with Dark Armed and Blackwings, so I side in these. Game 2, I draw it. I summon it. I don't set my back row because I don't want to get Icarus attacked. He summons Gladiator Beast, a quest,
You got smokescreen.
and attacked it. Yeah, I just like lost on a spot. That was my loss in Swiss, was to
That one guy.
Blackwings siding into Glads. But this is supposed to be for Blackwings. I think it's good against Blackwings.
And now you don't do it.
And now, I don't know. Now I'm questioning my life. I've been gaslit. Skill drain for frogs and like fairies and
Of course.
things like that.
Typical.
Right? Decrees for Vayu, for Glad Beasts, for all the like trap heavy decks. I sided in against Machina in top 4. Great card. The deck's trying to go for game. This makes it really easy to go for game. And a lot of the like super scary cards that come in that hurt you are like Oppression, Deck Dev, even people keeping their deep prisons, right? Pulling the rug. So you can just do this in the end phase, and then you're safe. You can play free Yu-Gi-Oh.
Free Yu-Gi-Oh.
Everything else is a one of. It's a little hard. It's a little tight siding because you have a kind of big main deck, like main deck core. I mean. So I mostly try to swap defense for defense and normal summons for normal summons. Every once in a while, like the card triple will come out when I'm going first. Sometimes a Caius comes out if it's not great in a matchup. But yeah, that's kind of like the principle of what I'm trying to stick to when I'm siding. DD Crow, Cyber Dragon, Kaiku, and Fossil Dyna. A couple extra things to help against a couple extra of these matchups, right? I think this is really good against Vayu. I think this is really good against Frogs. I think Cyber Dragon's really good against all the fair decks, Glad Beast and Hero Beat and stuff like that. DD Crow, I mean, it's just kind of.
I've seen a lot of people go back to one DD Crow for now.
Yeah, I don't really like multiple. I don't really like putting it in against Frogs, but it's just kind of good anecdotally, like decks that play Pot of Avarice, and sometimes against Vayu if I'm going second, something like that. The rest of it is My Body, Chalice, Zombie World, Needle Sealing, and Karma Cut. This was an extra card for Frog Monarchs. I sided in against Dragons today. I played my buddy Adam. It's pretty good against them.
You still a monster with Doomkaiser?
I did. I played Zombie World, stole his Kawaki Meru Drago with Mind Control, synchroed into a Doomkaiser, used Doomkaiser's effect to take the Drago from the graveyard because it was now a zombie.
Yep.
And I had Dark Armed in hand. He calls them structure deck combos, but this is pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
it's a combo. A combo's a combo.
Kind of cute.
Unlike Raigeki Break attack with Wolf, right?
I guess.
You know the meme, right?
And then So Zombie World's kind of cute. I feel like it's rare that you have side deck cards that are coming in. They're also kind of like combo enablers. And because I'm on less level 6s, this seemed like a nice addition. My body, you know, it's good. It's good coming into the decks that Decree is coming into, right? If you're playing against Glad Beast or Black Wings, these are coming in. But this is also, it's good because you can activate it under Decree if they end up using something like, I don't know, Dark Armed or making Geyseris or something like that. But then it just kind of works against a bunch of other matchups like Light Swords. And then Chalice, I was pretty close to playing Nobleman. But I think Chalice was kind of like the more flexible version where it can like still hit the set monster when you attack into it.
Your third skill drain?
Yeah. These two didn't come up, neither of them today. I think they're good. I think Karma Cut's better than like siding in Crow against Frogs. And then it can, you know, it can do stuff against, like, I played Machina. This would have been good.
Right.
Things like that. Needle Sealing was more for Amaryllis than anything else.
Which never came up.
Never came up, thankfully. Yeah, that was what I played. I think I would mostly keep the side the same. Maybe this should be 2 if I'm gonna change my whole extra deck for it. But that's about it. That's kind of where I landed.
Is there anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank all the people from Austin. I want to thank all the people that ended up driving out. And I want to thank my girlfriend, Monica.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, man.